Hi, my name is ColdBeer and let's start with Marvel's Midnight Suns. Here you'll become the Hunter, the first fully customizable original hero in the Marvel universe. You can personalize your appearance, choose your reactions to situations, and build friendships with other Marvel characters spanning the Avengers, X-Men, Runaways, and so on. Like in many similar games, you will decide who to take with you on missions, which missions to embark on, and a host of other options to make this a unique experience. The game is made by the creators of the legendary XCOM series, so there is no surprise that the game has a very positive review score on Steam and is appreciated by Marvel fans and by turn-based lovers as well. For example, I liked superhero movies, but when they started to make like 7 of them every year, I stopped watching and I have no idea who half of these superheroes in this game are. Anyway, I can always recognize Sarah Kerrigan from StarCraft, and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, and Green Lantern of course, and there is also some gender-bender version of a Spider-Man here, all shiny like a disco ball. I like it. Darksiders III. Now, this is a hack-and-slash action-adventure where you will assume the role of Fury in the quest to hunt down and dispose of the 7 deadly sins. You must succeed where many have failed and kick some adversary ass. Here you are an angry lady with a whip, so this task for you will be a piece of cake. Well, actually no, the game is quite difficult but immensely fun. Here you will explore an open-ended living game world in which you will move back and forth between environments to uncover secrets while advancing the story. People on Steam are saying that the gameplay mechanics, artistic style and story is great and engaging, but there is no map and fights can feel unfair and lack variety. Also keep in mind that the game is Souls-like, so prepare to die a bit more often than you would like to. Nobody saves the world. When an ancient calamity reawakens, who can save the world? And the answer is nobody. That's you. You are nobody. Not in real life. In real life, you are an awesome, beautiful person. Never doubt that. Now, subscribe. So here you'll master the art of transformation to become a slug, ghost, dragon, a horse, or someone else. Like an egg, for example. Actually, here you'll find more than 15 distinct forms you can become of. You can mix and match abilities in unexpected ways to unlock and complete even more challenging quests. You can explore a vast overworld on your own or with a friend online. This game is not only beautifully drawn, but it's kinda crazy as well, just like your sister. Kingdom Rush Tower Defense. This is one of the best rated games on Steam overall. The review score revolves around 97%, and that is more than impressive for a simple tower defense game. Well, to call it simple is overstating. It is made so well you will constantly feel rewarded by the decisions you make. So in other words, this is a serotonin factory for your brain. A few years ago I was running an electric scooter rental business in Palanga, one of the resort cities of Lithuania, and this game helped me kill time big time. You know, when you have to sit all day in one place hoping that someone will rent your scooter, that may sound boring, and it was. Well, money was good, but still the boredom was overwhelming. But when I installed this game on my laptop, I was excited to go to work because I could play it all day, and that was awesome. This game, and honestly the whole franchise of Kingdom Rush, is amazing and undoubtedly the best tower defense game I have ever tried in my life. I can totally recommend it for you without any doubts. Detroit: Become Human. Here, decisions will dramatically alter how the game's intense, branching narrative plays out. Your choices really matter, not like in real life. Basically, the whole game is built around your choices. You can't do anything here except to choose what to do in certain situations. Well, also you move around a little and search for clues, but that's kinda it. And every decision you make, no matter how small, affects the outcome of the story. And in this game, no playthrough will be exactly the same. You can replay again and again to discover a totally different conclusion, sometimes absolutely unexpected one. Well, let's be honest, you probably won't do that many times, but it's nice to know that the ending you got is really unique. Also, you can try the free demo version on Steam. Call of the Sea. A wonderful game for puzzle lovers when you unlock the secrets in the Hunt of Missing Expedition. It is the year 1934. In the far reaches of South Pacific, you play as Nora, who has crossed the ocean following the trail of her missing husband's expedition and finds herself in a lush island paradise, a nameless forgotten place dotted with the remnants of lost civilization. What strange mysteries does it hold? And what might Nora dig up in her quest for the truth? Maybe a better recipe for potato salad? Nah, I doubt it. People are talking that Call of the Sea has very interesting story and the visuals are stunning. On Steam it has about 90% of positive reviews, and that is definitely enough for you to dive in this first-person story-rich adventure. Find your husband, my hero. Find him alive. Foregone. I think someone sent me the code and I installed the game just to check it out, but I was hooked for a few hours. I never finished it, but I definitely played way more than I was expecting to. I'm not a platformer player at all, to be honest, and it still hooked me hard. The game itself is not that long as well, you will beat it in about 6 hours if you have a skill, and if you are like me, it will take you way longer than this. Just use the gamepad, it's kinda terrible to control it with a keyboard. My controller was on the table a few meters away and I was too lazy to connect it, so believe me, I know what I say. The game itself is really detailed, colorful and really fun to play. Your character has a lot of cool skills you will enjoy using. Also, a very positive review score on Steam is making this game for this price a must-play for every platformers fan. Iron Marines. Well, it's hard to introduce this game somehow differently than as a flat 2D StarCraft, and you know what? It's great! The art style may look very familiar to some of you because the game is made by the same developers of Kingdom Rush, as I always say, one of the best tower defense games ever made. So he will recruit and train the greatest heroes in the galaxy, lead them into dangerous missions against near impossible odds and unleash their mighty powers and abilities. In short, you will get 21 campaign missions across 3 different worlds, and each mission will require new tactics and actions to achieve victory. You will have to defeat unique bosses and control 14 different heroes. Game allows you to choose from several difficulty modes, meaning that it can be enjoyed either by noobs or by veterans of the genre. Game is quite funny, filled with Easter eggs and more than 70 achievements for you to unlock. People on Steam are saying that if you want to play something like StarCraft but don't want to fry your brain while doing that, Iron Marines is the next best thing. Game has a very positive review score, so this may very well be what you were looking for after all. Tales of Neon Sea. This is a retro-style pixel art adventure set in a cyberpunk cityscape where you will encounter numerous items to investigate, curious Easter eggs and a whole cast of interactive NPCs. You must analyze every detail and discover the truth that lurks behind the heavy mist. You take on the role of a veteran cop turned hard-boiled detective and investigate crime in a future cyberpunk world where the magnificent Sky City blocks the sun, but the neon lights never go out. People on Steam are saying that this is a nice, relaxing game of gathering clues, filled with cute characters and pets, great visuals and nice music with heavy Blade Runner influence. Some puzzles are kinda tricky and will demand a lot of your brain power. Be sure you have it before playing. Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden. This is a tactical game that combines the turn-based combat of XCOM with real-time stealth and exploration of post-human world reclaimed by nature. And mutants. And by saying mutants, I don't mean human mutants. Those are all gone. Now smart animals rule the world.
Define smart.
Well, you got me here. They are not always smart. They sometimes do stupid decisions because, you know, you are controlling them.
Oh my god, how dare you!
Shh, it's a joke. So although animals can't speak here, it's definitely not a Disney kind of world. It's brutal and cruel, and survival of the fittest is in progress. You must venture out of the city to explore the zone where one day you might find the Eden of legends, the ancients' heaven in the middle of hell. I guess with mountains of potato salad and rivers of cold beer. Maybe you will find your answers there. Then again, maybe not. Game has really beautiful graphics, great humor and an interesting story. Also very positive reviews on Steam. Sable. Here you'll embark on a unique and unforgettable journey and guide Sable through her gliding, which is a rite of passage that will take you across vast deserts and mesmerizing landscapes capped with the remains of spaceships and ancient wonders. You'll explore the dunes on your hoverbike, scale monumental ruins and encounter other nomads as you unearth mysteries long forgotten and discover what you're hiding behind your mask. The game is single player only and you can already see that it is a work of art. There is a lot in this world just waiting to be discovered and explored. People on Steam are talking that the game is a little bit similar to the Breath of the Wild. The world is open and the amount of quests here won't let you get bored. Darksiders Genesis. This is a great game with great humor and very positive reviews on Steam. It is well balanced to play in co-op mode, but also fun in single player as well without any regrets. You, like me, probably have no friends anyway. Although I must warn you that here you'll do more shooting than bashing and slashing, but you will get a fair share of the latter as well. Gamers on Steam are praising the aesthetics, interesting story and fun gameplay, but are grumpy about controls and few almost unsolvable puzzles. Game has great graphics, a bit childish dialogues, terrible camera angles, and no potato salad man class, which is a shame. Anyway, for me it gets 8 cold beers out of 10. Season: A Letter to the Future. This is a beautiful open-world narrative visual novel where you play as a young woman from a secluded village exploring the world by bike for the first time. You will collect memories before a cataclysm washes everything away. The game will take you on a quest to discover a new world, one unknown yet familiar. You will document, photograph and record life as you find it, while you still can. Each recording tool captures a different layer, sounds and music, art and architecture, the stories of characters living through pivotal moments. Your tools peel back these layers until you grasp the culture, history and ecology underneath everything. Game has more than 90% of positive reviews, and could be great for you to take a rest from various hack-and-slash bloodshed-infused titles and try something different instead. Deep Rock Galactic. This is a 1 to 4 players first-person shooter featuring badass space dwarfs and 100% destructible environments. Here you can play alone or work together with other players as a team to dig, explore and fight your way through a massive cave system filled with hordes of deadly enemies and valuable resources. Pick some powerful guns like flamethrowers, Gatling guns, portable platform launchers, and show those puny aliens who's the boss. Dwarfs may be small, but they are really powerful. We in Lithuania have a saying,
Neugis or smoogies.
Meaning not the size, but the punch is what really matters. And your punch is really, you know, probably weak in real world, but really impactful for the alien population in these dangerous caves. People on Steam are talking that there is no reason not to play this game, and I have to agree. Show those monsters the true meaning of extinction.
Rock and stone, baby.
Hand of Fate 2. This is a dungeon crawler set in a dark fantasy world. Here you'll try to master a living board game, where every stage of the adventure is drawn from a deck of legendary encounters chosen by you. So choose wisely your opponent. The enigmatic dealer will try to make you feel helpless and pathetic. People on Steam are saying that the combat is a bit clunky, but the atmosphere, art style and the narration of the game makes Hand of Fate really enjoyable and fun. Although keep in mind that the game is kinda difficult, also heavily based on luck. You know, it's a card game after all. And that may be frustrating if you have an unlucky day when everything falls apart. So before playing, throw a coin into the air 3 times and try to guess heads or tails. If you'll be correct at least 2 times, play the game. Luck is with you today.
And what if this was the last drop of luck? What if guessing heads or tails right was the luckiest thing that happened today?
Well, in this instance, I'll think you'll know that you are screwed right away. Game is not forgiving. Conan Exiles. This is an online multiplayer survival game with mounts and mounted combat set on the lands of Conan the Barbarian. You'll journey through a massive and seamless open world, from the rolling sand dunes of the southern desert to the mysterious eastern swamp and the snow-capped mountains of the frozen north. Climb anywhere and experience full freedom of exploration. In other words, it is an open-world sandbox and you can play together with friends or, you know, with creepy strangers as you build your own home or even a shared city. You will have to survive freezing cold, explore loot-filled dungeons and develop your character from lowly peasant to a mighty barbarian. Also fight to dominate your enemies in epic siege wars. People on Steam are talking that the game is a bit buggy and that can be annoying, but it also has boobs in it, so for that you can forgive almost anything. Everything. Now, if you wondered if we live in a simulation, this game is a great example of how it can go if someone who created our simulated universe decided to play a bit with it. And I'm not talking about making your nose even larger for fun, no. Game has a much bigger scale, although not as big as your mama. Everything is an interactive experience where every object in the universe is a playable character, from animals to planets to galaxies and beyond. Travel between outer and inner space and explore a vast interconnected universe of things without enforced goals, scores or tasks to complete. This is a sandbox where you can sink a lot of your time, and it is more fun art than an actual game, but it works as a great stress reliever. Some say even better than potato salad. No, actually nobody said that, at least in this universe. Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is an open-world space sandbox survival adventure. Here you'll build powerful ships, mighty space stations and vast planetary settlements. Follow your greed and explore, conquer or exploit a variety of different planets and discover strangest mysteries. You'll have to fight alien, human and other biological hazards and survive in a hostile galaxy full of hidden dangers. You can play as a lonely potato or team up with your friends, build new friendships, create alliances or make war to conquer the solar system. The title combines elements from space simulations, construction games, survival games, and various shooters. About 80% of the reviews on Steam are positive. People say that the gameplay is way better than it looks, and that is always a good sign. Although many players are bashing the difficulty level of the game, some enemies are overpowered and also the learning curve is pretty steep. Kenshi. This is a free-roaming, squad-based RPG focusing on open-ended sandbox gameplay. You can be a trader, a thief, a rebel, a warlord, a slave, or just food for the cannibals. The freedom is here and it's up to you how you would use it. You can research new equipment and craft new gear, purchase and upgrade your own buildings to use as safe fortified havens when things go bad, or use them to start up a business. Well, it's a sandbox game after all. You can aid or oppose the various factions in the world while striving for the strength and wealth necessary to simply survive in the harsh desert. You will train your men up from puny victims to master warriors, carry your wounded squadmates to safety and get them all home alive. The game is purely single player and it's an owner of overwhelmingly positive reviews left by tens of thousands of people. Owlboy. I don't know who had an affair with the owl from Winnie the Pooh, but the Owlboy is obviously the result of this forbidden love. Well, they have covered the story with some other one in the game, but we all know the truth. So if you were ever thinking, what if classic pixel art platformer games were made today, Owlboy is probably one of the best examples of that. Gameplay is really fun and it has a heart-touching story and characters, and to be honest, it's probably an amazing game to play on your Steam Deck. But if you, like me, don't have one yet, be sure that you have at least a gamepad to play Owlboy. I can assure you it is a pain in the assicles to play it with a keyboard. The game has close to 90% of positive reviews, so it's fair to say that this is a good game and this price is kinda nice as well. Nioh Complete Edition. This game, as you probably already know, is a third-person Souls-like action RPG. You play as a lone traveler in the age of samurai who lands on the shores of Japan. You must fight your way through the vicious warriors and supernatural creatures that infest the land in order to reach your destination. The Complete Edition contains the full game and 3 expansions with additional story chapters. People are jokingly saying that in this game you are Weebu Geralt, and as with the Witcher game, you just have to play Nioh with a gamepad.
Or you will suffer even more.
Yeah, the game is Souls-like, remember? By the way, in 2021 Nioh Complete Edition was free on Epic, so you might have it already if you were used to taking free goodies from there. Wingspan. Let me start with the fact that this game has an overwhelmingly positive review score on Steam. Yeah, so you won't skip thinking that this is some lame card game. Well, it is a card game, but as far from lame as you are, you know, from lame. Yeah, you are cool, man, never doubt that. Now subscribe. So here you are, a bird enthusiast, researcher, bird watcher, ornithologist and collector seeking to discover and attract the best birds to your network of wildlife preserves. Well, if you want some wisdom, I can reveal which bird is the best. It's the one who tastes as the best. Anyway, here each bird extends a chain of powerful combinations in one of your habitats, and each habitat focuses on a key aspect of the growth of your preserves and so on. The game is meant to be played from 1 to 5 people, so if you have some nerdy friends, tell them something nice and convince them to play this game together. If not, there is always a mother-in-law who can help. If not yours, then somebody else's. The world is filled with them. Hob. The game was made by the same guys who created legendary Torchlight and Torchlight 2. Presented without text or dialogue, Hub's story is revealed as you explore a mysterious planet and interact with the strange life forms that inhabit it. You will transform this world by solving puzzles and repairing the planet itself. The landscape will change before your eyes, opening new areas to uncover and explore. People are saying that the game is just a partial RPG, it's mostly oriented to puzzle solving, but in general will scratch the itch you have for the great games you may never have heard of before. Although be warned that without a controller the experience may not be the same. Be sure you have it. Actually, playing Hob without one, it's like trying to ride a traditional bike by pedaling with your hands. Also, have you seen this amazing bundle of Steam games you can obtain just for 14 euros? Gotham Knights, Back 4 Blood, Mortal Kombat XL and Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, both Middle-earth parts, 5 awesome open-world Batman games and ridiculously good Mad Max. You'll find my affiliate link in the description and in the first pinned comment below. Thank you for watching, have a nice day and all.
See you next time, bye.